Hey guys, it's me, Warren.
Hey guys, it's me, Warren!
Hey, it's me, Warren. Hey guys, it's us, Warren.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Jester's Court. That's right, it's week, seven? Seven, I think we're on for Jester Season 11, and we're going to recap all the shows. What's wrong, Kopy?
Have you been haunting me?
No? No, I have not been haunting you.
Alright, yeah, week 7.
Alright, cool. Well, it's time for Shows from a Hat, folks, and they are live and ready to go. Let's start with our first one this evening. How about number 8, Mojave versus LVA?
So Mojave was running late before the show. They were struggling, and the whole team was running late. But they were all on their reminds, sending messages and whatnot. One of them sends a remind saying, "I don't have a voice. I'm scared about playing." And I responded on the remind saying, "Okay, play all silent games." They show up. They show up. They hand me the lineup, and I look at it, and it's the opposite of silent games.
Oh, man.
And she had a great show. So Tori had a really good show. And she struggled through it, but boy did she push. Mojave, that was it for them. So their bye week is next week. That was the end of their season. But on the other side with LVA, we got Miel and Celia back in. We haven't seen them yet this year. They were on stage during the championship last year.
Yeah, it's nice to see Celia again. I remember her.
And their presence was definitely felt.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, Silverado versus East Tech Kopy, show number 14.
Closed out the weekend. This was a different show. So, and by different, I mean every game they played was different. And it happens every week. Wherever there's a different game that gets put on there, Roman and Josh are just like, "Kopy, please do this."
We don't know what it is.
We don't know what it is. So the whole show.
Help!
And then, of course, on top of that, there's Nick for Silverado. I walked backstage after the clap-o-meter, and Nick's sitting there with, like, a glass, I don't know, glass like wine glass filled with SpaghettiOs, eating them backstage, and that's how we went out on stage.
Nick, stop. That's gross.
And at one point during the show, I don't remember what the game was, I look over, and Nick's eating pudding, just standing right next to me eating pudding. I didn't see
He's
where
the Brad Pitt of our improv league. He just eats all the time.
So between all their weird games and Nick's weird whatever, and Parker, wow, have you grown some confidence? Like, you are almost turning into Nick minus the food. Awesome. So, yeah, good for you.
Stay clean, Parker. No more food. Let's go with how about 10, Northwest versus West Tech?
So we had 2 rival best friends in this show. They one from Northwest, one from West Tech. So they were friends, and they were John from the start.
Cool.
So
that had to be fun.
Both brought crowds. Both had fun. And to take that even a step further, Isaiah with Northwest played an awesome Mr. Rogers. Like, just imagine what a normal kid would do with Mr. Rogers as a character choice, but he just kept it so down to earth, and so Mr. Rogers, and so appropriate. Like, really good choice. That's what stands out to me in that whole show. Definitely Mr. Rogers, and then Trent. I think Trent had quite a little show.
Little jazz hands.
Trent's second show, but man, did he have fun. He had some comfort.
It's like a vintage show. Mr. Rogers and jazz hands. Like, man, we're going back to the 50s with our 11th season here.
Of course.
Yeah, why not? Number 12, Green Valley and Del Sol.
That was towards the end of... Actually, yes, that was before the anniversary show.
Yes, right before. I
did that for a reason because Del Sol and Green Valley was actually the very first show that the league has ever had, going way back to 2009-10. And then so I put that right before this milestone show, and they got up there with a bunch of new faces, probably more new faces in this show than any other show this weekend, with all the Del Sol Sol newbies.
Good, yeah. I was excited to get them on stage.
Robin was definitely our Del Sol leader. Robin, theater president, she's now an STO for Nevada Thespians. She's kind of that girl, and she showed it in her show. And then some confident seniors, Machine Gun Justice over there at Green Valley.
Ooh, I love how Justice has come on this year. She's done an amazing job developing into a real sharp, confident tool for that team.
Yep, there's some comfort there. Some new things happening at Green Valley for growth. So good
Cool.
things.
Good. Number 13, Basic in Valley.
So this was the milestone show, and I walked out in a wig and gave a lot of trivia. We gave out a hat for a raffle. The raffle, for anyone that did participate, the number was 834. That was the number.
Wow.
And it was
That's awesome.
Isabella from Del Sol who actually got it right. She was the closest.
Hey, congrats, Isabella.
With 821, so she'll have a hat to wear at the next show.
Gotcha. Very cool.
Show-wise, ton of fun. So Julian got up there for his second show this week. Basic played a killer forward reverse. Sydney tried warning me before the show that forward reverse was going to be rough because she wasn't sure if she taught it right.
Right.
And oh my god,
Super funny.
Yeah, fun. Like
Good energy.
they stumbled through it.
Okay.
But they stumbled through it in all of the right ways. They made all the right choices, and they fell all over the scene, but did it in the exact way you want to do it, and it was great. It was an awesome scene.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad the game was successful despite their jitters.
Yep.
Gotta give more confidence in yourself, kiddos. Number 9, Cimarron versus Centennial.
So, I've been laughing about this leading up to even filming, but Cimarron wanted to come out as the beginning of the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse theme song.
Yeah.
The hot dog, hot diggity dog.
You've been laughing about it since you walked
Yeah,
in.
they came out with Mickey Mouse ears, and they did the
Okay.
whole like the intro of the song, and Ernesto was goofy, and like I don't know, it made me laugh a lot.
Good.
And they faced Team Adorable. The thing that stood out in my mind was a round of What Are You Doing, I believe, with Robbie from Cimarron and Mackenzie from Centennial.
Yes.
Like I saw that one at the beginning of the show, and I went, ooh, I want to make that pairing. And but that whole game, everyone rocked that game. Sophia had a really strong round in that one. Yeah, fun show.
Good. Number 4, A-Tech and Arbor View.
This was the 8 a.m. show, and A-Tech, which I have now changed to 8 a.m. Tech, that is their new name. They were there before I was. So they were there at 6:30 or earlier a.m., and they were there ready to practice and ready to learn and do some stuff. Played some I Hate It When Bob.
Wow!
On the 8 a.m. Tech side.
That's a throwback.
That's a
I
throwback.
haven't heard that game in a hot minute.
They were so ready for 8 a.m., like more than probably most teams.
Good.
So 8 a.m. Tech, you're going to play in all of the 8 a.m. shows. So thank your coach Song for that.
Good job.
And
the early bird gets the improv. Number 1, how about that? Spring Valley and Desert Oasis.
this opened the weekend. Dio got some more faces in a second show because Dio's had so many kids. It's been tough for them to rotate people back.
So many kids.
But they were able to rotate back in. And they looked like they had a show under their belt already. Like the confidence was there, the creativity was there. Brianna's chin thing, I don't even remember what she was doing, but she did this chin thing that every time she did it, she got a laugh.
Yeah.
Spring Valley on the other side. I mean, we got Trey back in there. Trey and What, like synonymous to me in my brain is Trey playing the game What, because he's such a goofy brain guy, goes so fast. Carson has turned into a good puzzle piece for Spring Valley in his third year. That was a great way to start the weekend. So
Good.
yeah, that was a part of a fun Friday night.
You get just comes out guns blazing, huh? Burkhardt and Cheyenne, number 5.
Early Saturday morning. So this was Coach Miley from Cheyenne, like facing her old team.
Yeah,
with the
those are
Burkhardt
always
piece.
fun.
So I think Miley was super excited. Miley and Cheyenne. I'm happy because Miley's creating a culture. That's what I'm seeing with Cheyenne, is they're creating a culture, and it's hard not to enjoy them and enjoy what's happening during their shows. And on the Burkhardt side, I mean, I've been talking about the past couple of weeks, just this blind, weird confidence that they always have. Sam Richmond played a game in Town Hall meeting where he laid on the floor, his character choice, never looked up once.
Wow.
Like he made his whole choice and character and idea talking to the ceiling when Dylan, Coach Miley, and Coach Dylan were on stage navigating Town Hall meeting.
Do you feel the audience could hear him?
Yes. Yeah. Look,
Awesome.
Sam has no problem with that.
That's awesome.
I enjoy Bailey and Molly with Burkhardt. I think they've got good creative brains. I think they put something in the water at Burkhardt.
Ooh,
So, yeah, I think they do.
What's in the water in Pahrump as they take on Bonanza?
That's funny that you mentioned that. Found out that there was a flood at the Walmart in Pahrump during the show.
The Walmart. One Walmart.
That's it.
Poor Pahrump.
That's all they got. They don't have a movie theater either, we learned. So Pahrump Bonanza was a part of that jam-packed Friday night of just fun. Emmanuel for Bonanza, there's no one more confusing and more fun to watch than Emmanuel and what he does and his choices and jumping in there.
Cool.
Pahrump made a strong, weird inner monologue. It's a game that I know that I've worked with them in the past, that they really took some notes and really digested and added some fun, weirdness to it. Crystal Lynn, again, just another powerful show. Jerry, first show, strong. A fun Friday night. They were a part of it.
Cool. Sunrise Mountain and Desert Pines. Show number 7?
Yep, show number 7. So Desert Pines likes to do this thing where every week one of their veterans likes to kind of take over and be the one. And I see just the moments that they're having. Sarah stands out in my mind this week. I know I talked about Thomas last week, but Sarah stands out in my mind because Sarah's capable of doing just about anything. Mm-hmm. And then what they did was Sunrise, and Sunrise, I mean, Final Four last year. Yeah. Just those seniors are killing it every week.
Yes, they are.
And they just played a game of Hands Up that is not a normal Universal Jesters game, but it was hilarious. Like I couldn't move on. Like it was just one of those games where we could have just kept playing it. I had to find excuses to get kids off stage to eliminate them.
Nice. That's the best.
Roman himself asked me for a video of the game. He's like, I just want to watch that for my own personal reference. Like, that was just fun.
Wow.
And how many shows has Roman seen or been a part of?
Yeah.
So, yeah, fun game, Hands Up for sure.
It's always cool to find a game that makes you re-look at it and go, oh, maybe that's the way I want to play it. You know, you look at Zarek and what else you got a few years ago, right?
Yeah.
He reinvented the way the league plays that. And so I'd love to see that too, actually.
Yeah. Zarek from Rancho, 2017.
Yeah. Number 6, El Dorado and Las Vegas High.
The Ashley Davidson hour. I remember meeting Ashley with Las Vegas her sophomore year.
Yeah.
The first day that I went there to meet the kids and introduce myself, and she's been a force ever since.
Yeah. Her energy is so awesome.
And it doesn't matter what she does, scene work wise, she knows how to push it and turn it into something. Yeah. And her up there with her team this week is what stood out to me. I think on the other side, El Dorado had some fun energy, and they had some confidence, and they really learned how to kind of work together this week. And that's what stood out to me, was we had an El Dorado team learning how to work together, and then Ashley leading the charge like Braveheart style. So, strong Ashley show.
Wow. And our last show of the week, Kopy number 11, Secta and Chaparral. I bet this was one to watch.
So, this was the coolest voice in the league against the coolest pants in the league. So, Melina went out and got this cool army pants that matched the Chaparral orange, and my favorite pants I've probably ever seen. I was doing voice stuff during a show, and I saw her walk in, and I went, well, that's so cool. Like, I'm ignoring the show, and I'm like, I want
Remind me of like the Dudley Boys in the 90s.
Yes.
Pro wrestling
For
reference.
anyone that knows that reference.
Yes.
So awesome foot pants. And then Sophia from Secta finally got in her second show. And that girl, if we just let her be in a couple more shows, is going to make the entire league fall in love with her. It's just the sound of her voice. It comes out in such a fun, just passionate, sweet. There can't be anyone that wouldn't enjoy watching her play play games, and she had a lot more fun this time too. So I remember her first show, a little bit of nerves. This one, she had a lot more fun. Got another new face in there for Secta. Melina really did have a strong show for Chaparral. Some really goofy choices she made, especially in Town Hall Meeting. So funny voice versus funny pants. That was that show.
Funny pants, my favorite pants. Very good, Kopy. Hey, that was the last show of the night. Let's go ahead and focus now on your 3 props. We like giving out props. We don't use them in improv normally, but Kopy uses his props to give kids some kudos on a great week of improv. Who gets props first this week?
We missed a show in the hat.
Did we?
Yep.
There it is. Oh, you'd think that was planned.
Nope.
How about number 3? Of course you'd remember Sierra Vista and Western.
Yep. And this will be a great segue into props. Wow on this one. Just wow. There's been 2 shows now this year that Western has done with another team where it was a complete group effort where both teams went up there and did some great work together, and this was number 2 for Western, and they did it with Sierra Vista. So there were 8 kids up there working together to really have some fun. Western has really kind of turned over into this just fun-loving team that's putting good work together on stage. And when you're new, it just takes a minute to get there, and they're there.
Good.
They're really having fun. Abraham has totally drank the Jester's Kool-Aid. Ronnie has such a fun brain. Stephanie's still leading the way. So Western having a ton of fun. And then the Sierra Vista side, they had 3 veterans up there with a brand new player, and those veterans showed they were veterans. Viv just blows my mind with her choice making. Viv, really, really solid show. Misha always seems to make the right choice. Dez is clearly the team leader there. Really good show between the 3 of them. Another Friday night show.
I'm glad that we circled back and we caught that, because I am so grateful to hear Sierra Vista gelling. I worked with them a lot last year, and it's so awesome to see them just get better and better. Those 3 girls really are the face of that team. I'm thrilled to hear they're gelling. So good for you girls. Now let's talk props.
Yeah.
You know, props that we give to students who kick butt, and it sounds like we had a segue there inadvertently. So what's the first prop?
My first prop is Friday night. If you got to see any of the Friday night shows or be there, the energy was so high on all 3 shows. Maybe it was the theater we were in, maybe just simply the show. Like, I mean, I don't know what it was, but Friday night, all 3 shows was such a fun time. So I have to give it to all, I don't know if to say all 6 teams, but I just want to give it to the night.
Yeah.
We had our normal ebbs and flows on Saturday, but not on Friday. It was just, we rode high the entire night.
That's awesome.
So first prop to everything Friday night.
And the second prop then, what stands out in your mind maybe from Saturday, if anything?
Yep, Madrigals. 2 teams played Madrigals on Saturday, which is never something that you would normally hear me say. And both teams killed it, which is another thing you would never hear me say.
That's especially rare.
So LVA and Arborview both played a game of Madrigals with slightly different interpretations of how to play it, but both really strong.
Good.
I mean, they actually sang. They created melodies and held on to those melodies. They got the word mixes right. They had a good close. I think Roman hosted one of them, and I think it was his first time hosting it.
Yeah.
Did great.
Good.
Both Madrigals really strong, both teams.
The hardest thing about Madrigals for me, from a hosting perspective, and I'm just going to segue for fun anyway, is having to come up with that last line that everybody says at the end. Yeah, that's the hard part.
And if you don't know that game, then maybe you don't know what Warren means, but we, as a host, we give the final line, and we're just taking the line from the game.
Yeah.
We're just hearing something we hear, and then just throwing it back up. And then they sing the final line.
Yeah, all together.
Yeah, and that's always fun. It's always fun to find that line. It's hard to hold on to sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. That's my biggest problem. I can't hold on to anything. What's your name?
Kopy.
Okay, third one?
Third prop, I'm going to give to Basics game of forward reverse.
Okay.
So, like I said, Coach Sydney said before the show that they were going to struggle with forward reverse because she wasn't sure if she taught it right or well. And then we got Christian and Lily starting that game that I could tell that they didn't have it mastered, but they tried their butts off. Like, I could literally see their brains, their bodies trying to get that thing to work. And by the time Aiden and Zach got in there, it was just a giant group effort that yielded a great score that we just laughed. We laughed the whole time, and it wasn't even because they did anything wild or silly or a good joke or whatever. It was just because they knew how to do it, or they played it as well as they could possibly play it.
Cool.
So now if they actually get to practice it and work on it, like, I'm excited for what that could look like.
Cool. Yeah, Forward Reverse is such a fun game to get that energy up, and I'm glad it stood out even then. So, that was our last prop of the week, so we are going to talk about the Kopy Challenge this week. This is what we should all focus on as a league to help improve it moving into our final week of the season. What are we doing, Kopy? What's the challenge?
Well, I'm probably slowly morphing into you based on this hat, but what I would like to challenge... what I'd like to challenge the league this week is we're a week away from playoffs. We got one more week. This is the final week coming up of playoffs. Now, playoffs creates a different mindset.
Yes.
Playoff takes us into a new place. So I'd like to encourage everyone to go to the website, highschooljesters.com, and if you don't know or haven't been on there, not only is it full of history and awards and just things that you can actually find out informationally, but there's a link on the website that I'm hopefully showing right now through the magic of editing, to where you click school login and you're going to put in a password. The password is 2020 Jesters. 2020 Jesters. Doesn't need capitals, it doesn't matter, but once you get in, it's going to give you video tutorials and literature about how to play these games, how to do them well. If you really just want to dive into something that you're struggling with and be extra prepared for the playoffs, go to the website. It still surprises me how many students don't know that that's there, that it's a tool for them, and that it can help you. Even scoring sheets from shows are on there for you to just take a peek at and see what it looks like. So please, go to the website, highschooljesters.com.
Awesome. Well, our final segment of the night, we're going to ask Kopy a very special question. Kopy, I don't know if any of you noticed, but we're out under the stars tonight in the clouds. It's beautiful here up on this lovely vista of Las Vegas Valley. Kopy, you can see it way up there. There's a star. All right, there's a star. It's a beautiful star. It could also be the Luxor light hidden in clouds. Don't zoom in. Wish something on that star for us. We want to know Kopy's greatest wish upon a star.
Okay. I did it.
And now tell us.
All right. I have been pushing this league for 11 years now to do something that is not done anywhere, and that is just very simply to be embraced as everything is in the school district, as a sport, well, I mean, I guess it is a club. So let's just put it at the sport level.
Yeah.
There's so much red tape that goes into running this league, and so many things. And I cross all my T's and dot all my I's, and we're in good shape. But how much better and how much more we can do with it when it crosses that. So something I've been working on for a long time. Hope to still keep that train going, because from there, that means we're also going to Reno. That means we're also getting the rest of the state in. Pahrump might not have to drive so far every week.
Would be great.
So that is something I've been working on very hard, and just the same way that you guys might see things on TV of CCSD going through these problems or whatever, I'm in the background of all those, knocking on doors, doing my thing. So.
Well, Kopy, that was such a beautiful share, and I think we all want the league to get to that point, so bring it in. Let's have a hug. There you go, bud. Okay, guys, listen up. Next week, we're at Arborview for our last week of games. It's going to be great. The season ends at Arborview starting on Friday at 6 o'clock. Kopy, are you asleep? 6 o'clock, Arborview, next week. God, dude, you're friggin' heavy.